beach. Super spicy, really salty peanuts. Too salty, really. We had to rinse them a few times.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, look at that cute little
Here we go.
beach bar restaurant.
Farm and Fire. Want to go behind the scenes getting ready for us, doing a photo shoot out of the van, the second one for the day. You probably do. Come on along. So Lane and I are in Grayton State Park. Really does not look very gorgeous in the parking lot. However, it really is. We camped here last night. And we had some really good hot showers, and then we got up at sunrise and we did a beautiful sunrise photo shoot. It was gorgeous. It was just so much color. Everything was so like foamy. We got in the water. We've been talking about these like pearls and flowers and white outfits, and I did my Aurora outfit. It was just really fun, right? So how do we put all this together? Something that Lane mentioned to me yesterday was that touring and packing so much, like packing for tours and packing to unpack in modular spaces. Like I toured out of a Subaru for a really long time and would drive cross country and would have to be like, okay, I need these things for the next week and a half, and then I need all of these things for Burning Man, and all these things can go in deep storage like in the middle of the car, and then the things on the outside is what I would use. So I packed my suitcases that way, and I packed a Runa this way for myself.
Professional.
And for both of us. So we like things we don't need until we get to Nashville, boom, are like farther back, and things that we wanted for this week camping in Florida are kind of near the front. And that includes this costume bag right here with Lane's costume on top, a bunch of my other costumes to shoot in underneath, and we put, welcome to the van life, it's very full. It's like always like beep 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 beep. So all of my deep storage costumes are in my touring case back here. So this big boy, big lady, has all of the, I don't know, costumes that I used in New Orleans, in St. Croix, and brought from Chicago, and then a few from Florida. So these are like that's my touring case essentially. And I put everything that I didn't think I would need for this, including some of my Nashville, I don't know, I'm doing one gig in Nashville. So it's like, you know, pulled things out so that way I didn't have to go digging quite so much, even though I realized I did put my fans and the thing for that outfit I'm going to use in Nashville in there. But that's okay, they're actually on top, so it's not too much to pull this guy out. It just means I have to pull all this stuff out, but you know what, it's fine. But Lane and I have a bunch of other costumes and whatnot in here. So we have all our warm stuff and all of our costumes in this big drawer in the bottom. And so I took this middle console to put in underneath more scarves, pearls and the Aurora stuff, so that way we can just kind of open up this drawer and have the costumes. I also have my stage makeup kit, which is this guy right here, glitters and some scents, but mostly all of like the big stage makeup and lashes and like deeper foundations and contours. Yep, so this one goes, and then this is our everyday kit for the van. So we have all of our toiletries here, a couple extra things back here, and Lane is sewing herself in, right? Or
safety pinning myself in for now,
because we have
sew later.
Really big sewing kits, but this is a little travel one, So yeah. So anyway, so we got up at sunrise. We got up at like 5:45 to come do this guy. And it was so much fun. And so we decided when Lane's brother couldn't come out and meet us that we were going to do another hike. You know what the funny thing is about Grayton State Park? We've been here 3 times and we didn't plan any of it. The first time we just kind of stopped here on the way through when we had to film a little advertisement in exchange for some product.
It's really delicious.
It's really good. I highly recommend it.
So that trip was very nice.
Yeah, that was really fun. So, but it was cold. It was in November after Thanksgiving, and so we were wearing turtlenecks at the beach. So it's definitely different now. We didn't stay the night either. So we also tried to camp here on the way back through, and we couldn't get in because it was too late. So we ended up boondocking, not too far away, but we won't tell you where. And then I picked a random state park beach that also had camping while I was preparing for this trip, and it ended up being here. So anyhow, I'm just tidying things up because part of living in tiny spaces is you always have to put everything away as soon as you're done using it, kind of no matter what, because otherwise it just piles up everywhere, and then you try to drive the van somewhere and then it falls. So I digress. Anyway, so we're here and this place is beautiful. We went on a really nice hike and we didn't bring shoes last time. And we found out that on the hike, there's a whole section of really sharp shells. So we're gonna bring our shoes today. We're pretty excited to shoot Lane's new costume. This was a full deconstruction, reconstruction. Yeah. Was it a dress?
It was a dress.
Yeah.
It was a really pretty, like, all this sequence full dress. It was a little too small, and I couldn't let it go. It definitely, you know, it has its own issues down at the bottom and whatnot, but I still love it, so I'm giving it another life.
Yeah, so it's getting a full photo shoot today. So this afternoon's photo shoot is twofold. One, Patreon. I love you patrons, and I have not been doing as many photo shoots and putting them out there as I had been at one point, and so now I am making a point to do it. 2, Lane is on a mission to do more photo shoots and create more imagery too. It's aligned, isn't that so good? But we really wanted to shoot this outfit of hers, and it's so like spring and goddess warrior. So we are
start here
playing with all the things in the van. We got our makeup case out. We have all of our hair flowers up here now, and masks. So we're doing what? We pulled the feather mask. We pulled these 2 masks. Bring these dried flowers. Yeah, we have a couple silks. I got this pink one. I have on this pretty lingerie set, which I'm pretty excited about. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna go. Hike it out with a backpack or a basket full of stuff and see what happens.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming, and we'll show you these photos. There she is. You ready to go?
I sure am. We've been on this trail before.
We have.
I think I have a video of you running on this trail.
Yep. Yeah, you do, actually.
Right.
Nice to be back.
Yes.
I love how white the sand is here. Cool fact about Grayton State Park. There's this huge inland lake. It's called West Lake. Inside Florida. Florida doesn't have, I guess, a ton of lakes. It has a lot of springs. They're saying that there's like 15 of them, and they're on, it's a lake on a barrier island on the Gulf. So it's kind of a, I don't know, unique thing on a pretty small barrier island. It feels pretty big though. So, other cool thing is that this area of Florida has the most carnivorous pitcher plants.
Yes.
That's pretty neat.
That is so neat.
I want to see one. What do they look like? So we're gonna be on the lookout for those, and otherwise I just feel like we are on another planet here, and that's pretty neat.
Cool driftwood.
The prayer of the woods. I am the heat of your hearth on the cold winter nights, the friendly shade screening you from the summer sun, and my fruits are refreshing draughts, quenching your thirst as you journey on. I'm the beam that holds your house, the board of your table, the bed on which you lie, and the timber that builds your boat. I am the handle of your hoe, the door of your homestead, the wood of your cradle, and the shell of your coffin. I'm the bread of kindness and the flower of beauty. Ye who pass by hear my prayer and harm me not. So we're doing warm-up shots. Lane just went, and this flower's so pink for here. We'll see how it looks. And we're gonna go into this pretty little nook that Lane was just in, and we're gonna play with how it comes out.
Yeah, there's some really nice lighting right here that Miss Gia just showed me. So I'm going to try and catch her in the same lighting and make it go kind of like shimmy, like shh, shh, shh. Maybe get some moss in the front.
And today, since the sun is so bright and high and there's no clouds, we're using the dappled forest, or they call this a dune hammock.
Dune hammock?
Yeah, because the hammock forests are the ones where there's like, it like weaves around, but we're on a big dune. Like essentially we're just on a sand dune right now. Very, very akin to Florida.
You're so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off so I can help her get it.
Oh, you want to see me?
Okay, I was gonna.
The towel sticks here is because you're not supposed to go on this trail. So we're just going down a little bit.
Okay. See, all the lights already shining. Okay, I'm gonna put this down so I can take some photos.
Hey Lane, how do you think they went?
It was very fun. That was a beautiful warm-up shot.
It really was.
Actually, let me carry my phone and see if I can find some more light beams while we're walking.
Ooh, scoping! Oh, I found one. This GoPro catches them real nice.
Ooh.
So something we really loved about this trail last time was trying to hike these really sharp shells that seemingly go on forever. But we decided that this was going to be a barefoot hike last time. And this was a little rough.
A little more than we expected.
It's a little more than we expected. But you know what? I'm glad that we both have shoes this time. And walking on thousands of conch shells is just kind of novel.
It's way more aggressive than walking on eggshells.
It's way more aggressive than walking on eggshells or even rocks, you know?
Yeah.
Like rocks can be a lot, gravel can be a lot, but these little shells have real sharp edges. And because they're like formed in all these conical shapes, they just like poke up into your feet. Woo! Woo, it's worse than walking on glass even. Anyways, it's bright now. How's it going, Lane Bones?
How'd you know it was me?
Actually, I think it's the abs.
Oh. I'm a forest creature.
What are you gonna do?
Found a spider web.
See if it's too bright to take photos or not.
Maybe the sun will just reflect off my mask and off the spider web. And we will be like one creature.
Did we do it? Lane Bones, did we do it? I think we did it. I think we did it. We now have masks on. We got to be our feral creatures. We drank all of our water. Now we have to find our way back. Oh, good thing we packed. Snacks. State Park. I need a nap.
Just a little nap. Or we can go swim in the ocean.
Probably that.
Let's go swim in the ocean.
And we're back.
We're back.
We did it. We took so many good photos.
So much fun.
Something that we are going to do, that we're looking into, is which camera to invest in. Because this GoPro's awesome, but we want to take some higher quality footage sometimes. So, anyways, now we're back. We're gonna disrobe
I already
into
started.
swimsuits. Whoop. 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 Disrobe into swimsuits and go get in the ocean again. Enjoy the pictures. And also, please let me know what you think. Number 2, thanks for being on my Patreon. Make sure you follow Radical Moon Love if you're not. And if you're seeing this on Radical Moon Love, you should join my Patreon, because it really helps us to create stuff like this and invest in cameras and sound gear and costuming and literal time to go sink in and drive hours to cool places like this to do this stuff. So join up. Radical Moon Love, gaealady. We appreciate you.
Bye.